don't got it. I don't know what's going on. Okay. No. Cause if I stop walking now, oh man. Yeah, come walk with me and save your toes and feet. Yeah, I said come walk with me. Great ride isn't, y'all. Great ride isn't. Oh, I tell you, on YouTube, I think I'm upside down. And let me see. Oh, I gotta go get my lipstick, y'all. I'm walking, y'all. Get ready, y'all. You know, get your chance, you get out that. Over there, I forgot my lipstick. I said I'm walking now. My lipstick. Trying to save my feet and toes. I like it. Cause if I stop walking now, oh, Ron, they'll cut me up until I'm just a nose. Yeah. I'm walking, y'all. I'm trying to save my feet and toes. Yeah, I said I'm walking, y'all. Trying to stay ahead of the sugar cane. So y'all can put it in your playlist. If I stop walking, y'all, you can put it in your playlist. Yeah. Yeah. Save your feet and toes. Thanks for coming on the walk, y'all. I tell you. Whew. Look at our ancestor vibration. Whew. I can't stand when they vibe high. Well, not that I can't stand when they vibe. It's like I have a point I want to get across. And I know to y'all it sounds crazy. I know I've always been taught that only white people and old people, I guess I'm an old person now, so it's true, but that's what I was told. Understand those vibrations. We're a little crooked today, Facebook. I'm not telling you. Yes, a little too high. I can't wait to see this YouTube video to see if I'm walking on the side, on the ceiling, walking on my head. And yes, I'll keep the video. Cut it up and everything, child. And sit it out. So, thanks for coming on the walk. I clipped my glasses, y'all. But, yes. Now let me get my thing in now. He enlightened her. This is what the sister said. She said, my sister is not alive because she gave him 3 boys and he wanted them. He unlifed her. It's like, it was a book, y'all know. And he unlifed her. And the sister said because his first child was a girl, that wife is still alive. His second wife had a boy and a girl. They're both alive. The third wife gave, and of course the mothers have the children. His third wife gave him 3 boys, and he wanted them. He wanted them. And the only way he can get them, oh, he was horrible, he was abusive, he was disgusting. Trust me, on this penal colony, he should have been labeled a born and blood inmate criminal because he was trying to build a criminal enterprise. See, that's what they accuse us of. Y'all talking about, oh, racism. No, no, no. Our ancestors were in prison here as prisoners of war. I remember when I was small, oh boy, they always break in. Okay. So, she had, she had 3 boys. And he wanted them. He didn't like women. He hated women. But he came from a cult that told him he was a god. So he couldn't understand why women couldn't stay with him. And trust me, we was married 4 times, 3rd wife that didn't make it with 3 kids. Anyway, those women bowed down. If he said, lift the toe jam from the bottom of my feet, they go because they're taught in the Mormons, solid, blah, 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 Catholicism, Baptist, Methodist, blah, 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 blah. All those male-dominated cults. Y'all need to open your eyes, ladies talking about domestic violence. You sign. You co-sign. Well, he's closer to God. Well, only God talked to men. But then when I used to ask as a child, what am I doing all this praying and stuff for? If he only gonna talk to men and it's only men and it's only men, I'm not a man. Why the hell am I here? Oh, well, your job is to bow to them. Oh, okay. I didn't get the memo. Oh. So, he was horrible to women. But his mother was horrible to him because his father was horrible to her, but they didn't look at it like that. You put these folks' butts in these pews instead of putting them in a park, taking them out and giving them some kind of exercise, trying to put a paintbrush in their hand and a canvas in front of them, put dirt in the seed and dirt and show them how to. No. You have their ass sitting there in them goddamn pews learning how to abuse you. You know, there's a great video from Howard Stern. Yes, I did do Howard Stern because he's the only one that woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning and was laughing. 6 o'clock in the a.m. I refuse to insult the day by using that word. The sun rising. I'll meet you at sunrise. 7 a.m. Oh, God, see how? So he was the only one happy. They take me all off. Anyway. So, they're taught that their gods higher than their mothers. And I was taught that also when I couldn't understand. I used to look at my grandmother and said, well, wait a minute, you said listen to you, but you just made me sit for 3 hours learning how I'm supposed to listen to Jesus. Get it right. But Jesus ain't here. But God, he speaks to only men. Okay, so again, why am I here? Why ain't I out swimming, walking, exercising? Why you couldn't take us to the library? We all sung. We sung for the cult. Why couldn't you get it together enough that we can sing for people and make some freaking money so you stop complaining about not having none? Every now and again, my African queen grandmother would come out, and she taught me a lot. That's why I'm here. But every time that cult deaconess showed up, hell on wheels, honey. Hell on wheels. Whew. So anyway, he wanted those boys because they talk to God. And also, some would look at it because he wanted to be a mother. He didn't want to live with their mothers and raise the kids because, he had to go out drinking, gambling, party, with, running around with sex. All right? That's what he had to do. And guess what he still continued to do after he unlifted her and got the kids? He ain't changed none of that. But he didn't want her to have it. Goes back to my transgender bestest friend. He didn't live long enough to switch all the way over. They couldn't get the shots and all that kind of stuff like that they got now. So he did the best he could with what he had. Yes. So, Mun told me that men are jealous of everything that a woman has. Everything. The nurturing instinct. The few men that do have it, they get it. They get it. It's called sacrificing. But you're all up in these cults, and the cults is telling your men's, this is how you become a man. How you become a man? Well, you make sure that woman get down there and use her tongue and lick out that toe jam. Then, after she finished licking out, you take her and you kick her with it. Because you see, that's how God talks to women. And you ladies sit there and put your kids and your boys in them pews. Now listen, there's the opposite side of it also. I know mothers who start raising their kids when they're in their 20s. They spend from birth to 20 not doing nothing with them, not going anywhere, like focusing on them as being their age. What they can do for their age. No. No. Now, I did too, but I'm smart enough to know that it don't go on forever. Looky here. She graduated, and I ain't been to a kid's play since. Even my grandmother. I sung in choir, went out for state, everything. And she only came to one of my performances. But I had to sing in them cult meetings more times than I care to remember. And she taught me why I should allow a man to even think to ask me to lick some toe jam out his foot. All right, boil me up some water. Listen, Let the doctor get this water from out between your foot. Are you kidding me? Don't talk to me like that. Remember I told y'all we used to have that letter? Tommy said they made me feel like I was a lesbian because I didn't have a letter from a guy asking permission to date me and taking responsibility for me. I want to say, listen y'all, listen closely to the word. Let me tell you. I lived in Harlem for a year and a half by myself. I don't need you to protect me. You need to come sit over here so I can tell you a few things. They never asked me about my life before I came to South Carolina, so they didn't know. Spies the streets of Harlem. And that's what vibe I kept getting. Girl, we done made it through Harlem. You know you gotta buckle down and make it through here. This ain't a lifetime commitment. And I listened to the vibrations. And that's why I'm here now. Okay. I be fighting so hard to get my story out that I get off topic and everything. But he unlifed her because she gave him 3 sons. And his cults, he gave him 3 gods. In his sick mind, he wanted to be a mother. He wanted to be a nurturer. He wanted to be a nurturer, but he didn't know how to because he's taught being a man means treating women like crap, doing what you want to do. If he suffers, everybody suffers. You know what makes intimate partner violence? Cults. Let's take a break, y'all. Cause if I stop walking now, they'll cut me up until I'm just a nose. I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. Yeah, I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to stay ahead of the sugar cane. If I stop walking, y'all, the game's gonna trip me up. Yeah, come walk with me and save your feet and toes. Yeah, I said come walk with me, save your feet and I love all that guitar. YouTube, I guess I should X out and come back, but you know what? Until I'm just a nose. Yeah, I ain't doing all that. When I was younger, yeah, but I'm not. For my age, with the technology that I'm getting into now, I think I'm on speed. That's why I jumped off TikTok a few years ago, got off bigger. If the commitment is too great, I can't do it. When I was younger, yeah, I would be burning it up. Whoo! Whoo! Oh, please. Please. Oh. During the time, I did burn it up the best I could with what I had. So, intimate partner violence, SA, that's all you cults. I sat there. I was so glad I had the privilege of not being born into it, but introduced to it with enough stamina, power, and focus on the future to get the hell out. And I want to tell you something. I am so proud of this. See, this is... It seemed since I was small, they always wanted me to hate being African on this penal colony. We wasn't African, we was Negro, colored, Negro, black, and finally the connection to Africa. And why is it so important? Because back in the day, our ancestors used to get shot if they said Africa, and they didn't know why. I know why. Because on this penal colony, that meant you was getting ready to get your shit together and whip some ass. So they just, as soon as you said that, they was like, oh, she know. Oh, he remember. Boom, boom. Prison of war. Not the stories they fed the African American philosophers, all that intellectual, the stories that they fed them to feed us. Not that just because you USDA stamp don't mean you're good. So I couldn't understand it. I thought we were the greatest people ever. I didn't understand why we were supposed to be sad. I don't understand why they was blocking jobs from us. I couldn't understand why we had to live in these trash can ghettos. I couldn't understand it. And then they just fought with each other and hated each other, and I didn't understand it. No one said they didn't know that they were on a penal colony. And that their ancestors were brought here as prisoners of war, not as produce pickers. The ancestors rage every time you say that about them. They wasn't no produce pickers. They were greater than that. Like any other countries, or these countries right now. You got Ukraine against Russia against Ukraine. Then you have that whole European king against Arab king manipulating people over there in the Middle East. That's all our ancestors did. They ruled, they saw, they conquered, and were conquered. And that's why we're here. Not because we got a small brain. That's what them apes was telling us. We got a small brain. Well, your heart ain't like our heart. Now you're feeding these folks. You're letting these cults feed these folks stuff to keep domestic violence going, and you allow it. Because, the only people who could do anything against this penal colony is the people, the descendants of the originators of this penal colony. Everybody else is citizens arrest, so they can get their big cults. There's nothing subversive about that. They're white. One person can own 3,000 acres of land. Nothing wrong with that. No criminal intent there. But we are labeled born in blood inmate criminals because our ancestors who were prisoner of wars of the Crown of Europe were in prison on this and other penal colonies around the globe. That's all it was. We lost the fucking war. Now let's move on. But you won't do that. You won't do that. Especially that that prick in a crown and his bald-headed ass son over there. No, they ain't gonna do that. And all the other European crowns over there. Them greedy Arabs with their tigers and shit like that. Listen, let them slug it out. You, us African Americans, stay out of it. The ants, ooh, they're already upset about you calling them cotton pickers. Your ancestors lost the war. That's it. Your toes ain't wrong, and that's why you can't learn. I'm listening to all these cults on this penal colony, and these women are saying, every 8th grade, all you got to have is an 8th grade education. All you have to know. And let me tell you how stupid they are. The young people are smart. They got cell phones. And they got caught. Because when they did that nationwide alert on everybody's everything, my tablet, my phone, everything, the alert went off. Well, the Amish boys had it. In this particular story, they said the bishops was visited when the big alarm went off. Well, of course, they got kicked out. How stupid is this? So I say, if you ever go and attack America, find these stupid cults that with all their land, all the Scientology, they got all land out there. You can take care of them, aim it right. Listen, do the world a favor. Then, you got these Amish there in areas. Focus, focus, focus. Make sure you get it right. Look. They don't even want to know when to run for shelter. Do you understand? If America's under attack, don't tell them. That's why I say get them. Because they're going to be defenseless. Because they're stupid. But these cults, you let these cults do it. Oh, not us. The label born in blood inmate criminals who ancestors was brought to this penal colony as prisoners of war. All they did was lose our war. How the hell are you putting bullets in our kids' head today? See, they take over. They ain't happy, y'all. They ain't happy. They ain't happy about it. Wars are won and lost all the time. But this being done to us is atrocious. And speaking of atrocities, I call Social Security. The ancestors got to get in gear. I'm telling you, they got to get in gear. Because Tuesday afternoon, they used to say the best time to call places is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday afternoon. Never Mondays and Fridays. Still hold on for 45 minutes. But what does it matter? If I'm calling Social Security, obviously I ain't got nothing else to do. Especially I was calling with a general question. So I said, what if I stop paying my extortion fees and use it because I want to get someone to scrub down my bathroom? I can wipe it up. Trust me, if you know anything about cleaning, some things you can wipe and then some things you got to scrub. As hard as I am, as much as I work out, I don't have that force anymore. So I said, what would happen if I stop paying my extortion fees. Because I really do want my shower. And she said, no, I told her what I know. I said, I know if I don't pay my extortion fees, if something should happen to me and I have to go to the doctor, I have to pay for the doctor myself out of pocket. If I'm hospitalized, I have to pay for the doctor or any kind of emergency, anything. Anything is all out of my pocket. And also, that I would be able to re-enroll, but I would have to pay 10% of each year that I was not paying my extortion fees. And then I would have the bill of the doctor because I didn't pay my extortion fees to the doctor. So I have his bill. If for some reason I have to have a surgeon, because I didn't pay my extortion fees, I'd have to pay the surgeon. And then I wait to re-enrollment and re-enroll back to paying my extortion fees. And then I have to pay 10% of the years I miss from my Social Security check because I stopped paying my extortion fees. I started voting at 19 for none of this stuff. My grandmother raised me. I always had an affinity with elders. There was a time that my youngest friend, in my 40s, there was a time that my youngest friend was 72. And she was the youngest. No, I wasn't the age. We were friends. I had no problem. I wanted to know what they knew. I knew they had wisdom I needed. I'm not like kids today. Tell Alicia, listen. If they saw a piece of toilet paper flowing away in the wind, or me blowing away in the wind, they snatch the toilet paper. That's how they feel about elderly people now, but I didn't feel like that. I knew they were valuable to me. I knew they would give me bits of information and shit like that. Anyway, so I had to wait. I did say to her, I said, we look at hoarders. And just because they're strong, they're healthy, they're moving around, it don't mean they know they have the energy to scrub shit. And you can't. So now, here's my debacle. Either I pull my extortion fees and get someone to come through here and continuously come through here, specifically for my bathroom, the shower. Because I clean my own toilet, clean my own sink, wash my clothes. I can't scrub like that. Because I used to scrub, honey. Ooh, put on some music, get it going right, and when I come out, everything is sanitized. But I can't do that no more. I can't even smell the products. Okay. So, my dilemma is, do I take the extortion money and get someone to clean my shower and keep it going? But if something should happen to me and I go to the doctor and I haven't paid my extortion fees, then I have to pay for the doctor. If it's bad enough that I have to pay for the surgeon, then I have to pay for the surgeon. And if it's bad enough that I need any medication, I have to pay for it because I didn't pay my extortion fees. African nation, other countries, kick these folks out. They have no respect, no love for the elderly, none whatsoever. If you are old and getting radiated and part of that whole hospital family, they will send a CNA over. We know she don't really know no medication, maybe bandage up something, but her whole thing is the domestic arena. All these senior citizens done died. All these senior citizens and the ones that left can't get a little help. Maybe some will turn it away, but I'm not. Get in here and clean out my shower, shit yeah. Then I'll worry about other things. Okay, maybe scrub my floors. But other than that, I've been handling that pretty good. I like taking care of myself. That shower, I can't scrub like that. Anything I can't scrub. The elderly on this penal colony, honey, they don't think they have no wisdom. They mean nothing. And at 21, when I married my Ghanaian husband, and he said, I want to be an American. I said, I want to go to Ghana. I made him American. And he ain't never take me to Ghana. So at this point, I'm stuck here on this penal colony where they treat old people like doodle. Now, COVID took hundreds of thousands, if not the number's up to million now, of senior citizens and elderly. But on this penal colony, you know what they call that? A good start. Only a few more old people to go. But you countries, you know the value of the seniors. I heard some countries, when the seniors walk down the street, you do give them leeway. You do help them. Not here, honey. Woo, child. They be like, stuck out their foot. This is the stick out your foot to seniors. Let them tumble over. Okay. Squeeze your gut. Tuck in your elbow. 5. Neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1 for good luck. Yeah, girl. African countries and nations, y'all got to see these folks with pull that matrix off, honey. Pull that matrix off. And as an African American woman, I'll put in the words of my girlfriend. She went to the doctor. They told her to sit in the room. 3 hours later, she was sitting there. See, she had to stay because she needed them. And in my head, I'm saying, just 3 hours? I'm surprised they didn't come, lock in and come back the next day. Squeeze your gut. Tuck your elbow. Neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1 for good luck. No, child. Woo! Nations, nations. See this penal colony for what it is. They say you can always tell a country how they treat their elderly. Woo, child. Let's put it like this. If all of a sudden there became a request for old people, rubbery old dried skin, Americans would be the main supplier. Because to them, that's just a good start to getting rid of us. Anyway, like, comment, share. Tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. I'm sorry, sorry, YouTube, that I've been upside down. I don't know how to work these things. Stay working. All right. Have an excellent day. Excellent day. Excellent, excellent. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.